Hi everybody, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we got the Fourth Element Splash Snorkel. So this is the kind of the middle ground of snorkels. It's got a wave deflector at the top to help keep any waves from splashing over. You've got a one-way purge valve down at the bottom, so if any water does find its way in, as soon as you exhale, it's going to push it out to the bottom. This is good for snorkelers who are a bit more confident in the water, but they want a decent, snazzy snorkel. Let's take a closer look. So this is how it arrives, very minimal packaging, which is quite nice to see. Fourth Element are very much about this, some minimal packaging, especially plastic. So you get a little tab with just some information about the features and functions on the snorkel, and that's it. So let's whip that off and we'll take a closer look at the snorkel itself. So right up at the top, we have a wave deflector. So this black section here, this is actively, if waves kind of crash over, it deflects them away from the opening. Now some water still can get in, especially if you do submerge yourself under the water, but for just casual splashing, it's going to deflect it away. The same with the white section, you've got this little peak up at the top that helps to deflect it away from that opening. The main section of the snorkel is oval in shape, so it's a bit more hydrodynamic, brings it a bit closer to your head as well, so as you're going through the water, it's not going to waggle around too much. And this is rigid, so that maintains the shape and the style of the snorkel, so that the top kind of wraps around and doesn't, again, wiggle around in the water. The mast strap retainer, this moves up and down depending on where you need it on the side of your head, and it is articulated as well. There's a little bit of a hinge, so depending on where you need it, you've got that hinge mechanism. This, if you push the little button in it, you can actually detach this section. So that loops over your mask strap. So if you want to pack it away between dives, you can leave that attached onto your mask strap, put that away, your mask inside of its box, so it's nice and safe, because the snorkel is not going to fit in the mask box. But instead of having to thread it over every single time, you do have that option, and it has a little cutout section, so you can just hook it over sort of quickly and easily. Popping it back in is just as easy, and you're ready to go diving. Below that, you have a corrugated section of silicone. So this has bend and flex. So depending on where you need that mouthpiece, it has that bend and flex. But also for scuba divers, if you need to swap to your regulator, it moves the mouthpiece and drops it away. So there's plenty of space for your second stage, and the snorkel isn't going to get in the way. Below that, you have the actual mouthpiece and this water trap section at the bottom. So that way, if any water gets into the snorkel, it's naturally going to go to its lowest point, which is this water trap. And that allows water to stay away from the airway. So even if there is some water in the bottom, you can still breathe past it. As long as you're not inhaling too sharp, it's going to keep that water just down in the water trap. And every time that you exhale, there's a one-way purge valve, so blowing out and exhaling is going to push the water straight out to the bottom, so you don't have to blow it all the way up out to the top of the snorkel. It's just a very easy, natural, passive, just exhaling pushes it out to the bottom, so then you have a nice clean airway. The mouthpiece itself is soft silicone, so very flexible, very comfortable in your mouth, and you can actually remove that and replace it with a replacement if you ever do wear it out. And there we have the Fourth Element Splash Snorkel. So yeah, this is better for snorkelers who are a bit more confident in the water. They don't mind a little bit of water in and around their mouth. They're ducking under the water, and yeah, they've got that sort of wave deflector to help protect them, and that purge valve down at the bottom. But otherwise, it's a good looking, well put together snorkel. The finish on it is very sharp and very good looking. I do like this kind of monochromatic black and white, but otherwise, yeah, it's a good all-rounder for both snorkelers and scuba divers who want a decent snorkel, but something that just doesn't get too crowded around the mouth when they need to switch to their second stage. Yeah, there's going to be more information on our website, simplyscuba.com. There's going to be a link down in the description below so you can check it out and buy it from us at Simply Scuba. Thank you for watching, everybody, and of course, safe diving.